Good morning. Hello, hello. Happy Monday, everybody. Let me get over here to the chat so I can see who's here. Good morning, Deirdre. Thank you for sharing it out this morning, Deirdre. And I was doing that myself, so let me finish up. And then we'll go into our hearts. Okay. Monday. How's everybody doing on a Monday morning? It's an interesting morning. It's cold outside. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I just looked at the temperature. It's in the 30s now. So, time to get out of Tennessee, I think. Good morning, Isabel. All right, let's go into our hearts. So the first thing we do is put the hand on the heart. And then you slow down the breathing. And then you add in love, whatever that looks like to you. Maybe it's a hug, just a warm embrace, heart to heart. Maybe it's a remembrance of happy times. Whatever it is, just add that ingredient into your heart. And then put the smile on your face, because Marietta teaches us spirit magnifies incredible loving energy. So smiling at the world means the world is going to smile back at you, because that love is going to be magnified when you give it out. Good morning, Auntie Jean. So happy to see you here this morning. All right, so let me get to the angel message, which was finding our way to self-worth. Bonnie Blair said winning doesn't always mean being first. Winning means you're doing better than you've done before. Our inner selves yearn for recognition and fulfillment. Since we are made of love, and it is the core of what we are, we spend our lives seeking it. Beyond the roles, titles, and accomplishments, it's about recognizing our intrinsic value, the unique light that each individual brings to the tapestry of existence. Our journey to spiritual worth begins with self-acceptance, radically embracing our flaws, vulnerabilities, and imperfections. It's about acknowledging that the journey is messy, and growth often arises from the very challenges that make us uncomfortable. Dear angels, with all the constant distraction, carving out moments for mindfulness and reflection becomes crucial, whether through meditation, journaling, or simply taking a quiet walk. These practices allow us to connect with our inner self. In the silence, you may uncover layers of your being that have long been overshadowed by the noise of the external world. Dear ones, breaking free from the shackles of external validation is a liberating step towards recognizing your spiritual worth. While external acknowledgement has its place, true fulfillment comes from an internal source. Release the need for constant approval, and instead turn your gaze inward to find the wellspring of validation that arises from self-love and self-awareness. Embrace the journey, savor the moments of self-reflection, and allow the radiant light of your spiritual worth to illuminate the path ahead. Dear angels, today I promise to challenge myself to uncover more of my self-worth. So, beautiful message again about going inward and finding that self-worth, finding who we truly are on the inside. It is not about external things at all. And they've been really emphasizing that for a while now to try to help us to get back to what's real, because we have to. We are entering this new earth, this new paradigm, and we can't do it doing the same thing we've always done, looking outside of ourselves for acknowledgement and fulfillment. We just can't. It won't work. Like we said yesterday, trying to fit the old into the new mold. It doesn't work. So thank you for that message, angels. And where's my fluffy pink robe? It's in the other room. Yeah, it's okay in the house, but I just had the dog out to do her business this morning, and boy, is it chilly out there. She was shivering. Shiver me tinders. So, Deirdre, thank you for calling in our Ricky to say Happy Monday. Arg, Pirate Rick. Catherine DeSanti, good morning. Kathleen Caputo, hello, hello. Sally and Tony, good morning. Prachetta, so glad you're here with us, Prachetta. And there's Josie joining our Pirate Rick in here. Annie 7 and little Grayson, good morning. Deirdre says Dolores Cannon did a whole thing on the splitting of the two earths. Yeah, it feels like it is splitting wide open, doesn't it? It's like an egg opening up, and there's this whole new core that's happening. Oh, you were so tired yesterday that you slept, Prachetta. I'm so glad you did, and I hope you feel refreshed today. And Sally says it's shadow season. Everybody is going inward. Yeah, it is. It's that time for us to just really be, you know. Don't have to do anything, to just go in and be who we are and be fulfilled by filling up ourselves from the inside. Annie, I don't want to hear about that. Yeah, I know it was hot when I was there, and it's still hot there, but now it's cold where I'm at. So anyway, this too shall pass. I will not be in here in Tennessee too much longer, and I'll be heading down to Florida, where I'm hoping it's a little warmer. Let's see, is somebody here from Florida already? Did I see Catherine Kovacs here? No. She would tell me if it was warm down there. Josie, what's the weather like down there? Am I frozen? I don't look frozen on my screen. So somebody else let me know if my video is frozen. Annie, I do like it a little chilly. I know, right? In Louisiana, you beg for these chilly mornings. Good morning, Leo. Oh, it's 65 this morning. All right, that's tolerable, because I know it's going to get way, way up there in the middle of the day, right? And I'm not frozen. So whoever said I was frozen, I think that might have been Sally. Might have to go out and come back in. I don't know. Okay. Leo says, I'm in Florida. It's warm enough to not wear a jacket yet. Well, that's good. I like to hear that. And Kathleen, my cousins tell me it's still warm and humid. Good morning, Jennifer. Jennifer's way down there. She's in Miami. So, Jen, what's it like down where you're at? Oh, good. I'm glad you got it back, Sally. Not frozen on the computer, but frozen weather-wise. Yeah. It's not all the way to freezing yet, but it came pretty close. So, let's see what Kuan Yin has to say about finding our self-worth and going inward and all that good stuff. I had a very interesting morning. I was awake at, I think it was about 5, maybe 5:30, and just laying there watching the stars in the sky. And it was so interesting because I would look at them, and through my sleepy eyes, they started shape-shifting and changing shape and moving into more than one star at a time. So yeah, it was a very interesting morning. Jen, it's getting warmer again. Okay. And Grayson said, we're 8 days before Halloween. He's counting on the calendar. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's not my favorite holiday. It used to be a fun holiday. I don't know. I think a lot of the door-to-door trick-or-treating has been cut out over the years, and now it's more of trunk-or-treating or gathering somewhere and exchanging candy. That's what the trunk-or-treaters do. Prachetta says, reached Srinagar. Goopy was so thrilled. Prachir was also very happy. Ma'am, the Hansa which you had gifted Prachir reached him this month. Navriti had left it by mistake. Oh, Prachir was so happy. I'm so glad. I'm so glad that he got it. Catherine, 47 in southern Connecticut. Well, you're warmer than I am, girl. And 44 for Kathy Hand. Grayson likes Halloween because he gets candy. We have trunk or treat here that you're taking him to. Okay, good. Okay, so Kuan Yin says, the call of the wild divine. Divine wildness requires openness to all of who we are, rather than just the parts that seem proper, appropriate, socially acceptable, controlled, or tamed. Then we gain access to our instincts, our bodily intuition. This is knowing without knowing how you know. Trust what you feel at that deeper level, and then you can respond to those messages with wisdom. You know, I used to use that phrase a lot. It's interesting that I'm finding it in the Kuan Yin deck, that sometimes we just know without knowing how we know. And that is one of our clairs. That is the knowing clair, clairsentience, I think. Just not having to have the physical evidence, not having to know that we learned something from a book or somebody told us. We just know. And it's different from intuition. It's a lot different, because intuition, you have that gut feeling, you have a tug that's telling you, that's not a good idea, or maybe you don't want to do that, or turn right instead of turn left. But knowingness, you just have a certainty about you. It's just, I just know. And I've said that so many times in my life. I just know. And I've been made fun of. People have laughed at that. But you know, when you know, you know. so I think it is one of the beautiful clairs that we possess. Josie, I am coming back into Florida. I believe I'm arriving November 15th. And I will be at Leo's house watching the 2 babies there. And I'm so glad that Sunshine's doing better. I can't wait to spend time with your 2 cats, Leo. So I'll be there through Thanksgiving and through pretty much through the end of November. And then I will be up in the DeLand area. So Josie, we'll definitely catch up. We might do something in the north this time and have a gathering there. We're still talking about doing an angel circle while I'm in the south part, but there may be more than that going on. Oh, tell Prachir thank you, and I love him so much. Kathy, 46 on Long Island. Well then, y'all are just rubbing it in this morning, aren't you? I know it's going to warm up some here, but geez, it was a chilly start. Yeah, that was the perfect card. The call of the wild divine. I love that message. So Annie, we're playing, me and Grayson, he's making sounds of animals on Google. Okay, well, some animals make some interesting sounds, don't they? Some air conditioner units make interesting sounds. I was just barely asleep when I heard this noise, and I'm like, what the heck kind of animal is that? It was really a weird noise. And then I realized it wasn't an animal at all. It was the air conditioner unit, or the heater, AC, and it was making a loud growling noise. Good morning, Denise Martin. Thank you for joining us. I know the sun is starting to come through the window over there. I'm trying to hide from it. So if you see me duck down, it's to hide from the sun in my eyes. Blue says, Sunshine Kitty, good morning. It's much easier to wash your hair when it's short. After Christmas, where will you be? After Christmas, I don't know yet. I know you wanted a different answer, but I haven't. Am I supposed to reach out to this lady today? Yeah, I think I'm supposed to reach out to her. And I may be in Massachusetts. I may be in the Berkshires, Blue. We'll see what happens. Annie says he likes, hey Google, make me a sound of a cat, and then Chewy barks. How fun. So does he make the sound also, Annie? Because I know that little Grayson is so creative. Grayson, you're just adorable. So Monday, what's going on? What you guys doing on this Monday? Catherine DeSante, I know. And Blue keeps tempting me that if I come up there, she's going to make sure that you come and see me, or somehow we meet up. And Kathleen Caputo and some of the New Yorkers that we would get together, and Brookie, of course. I would love to go up and see Brookie and Max and Dylan and that sweet little family. Jessie, good morning. And Auntie Jean says, our heater sounds like an airplane is landing on the house. Well, this was more of an animal grunting. It took me a minute to realize what it was, and that it wasn't an animal trying to get in the house. Catherine Kovacs, you're going to relax today. Good. And Grayson's a busy bee in the morning. Well, that's good. And Blue, Jean said she would come. You know, I seriously doubt you're going to get Auntie Jean up there in the snow. She might. I don't know. Oh, Catherine. Now you're joining Blue in this cause, aren't you? Y'all are really twisting my arm. Maybe both arms. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Deirdre, thank you so much for listing the website in the comments. Day 23 of 10 million for world peace. And wow, what a great time we've had together of calling in peace, and especially focusing on the crisis that's happening in the Middle East and anywhere that there's wars and conflicts going on. I don't know what I'm going to have to do. Do I have to move to get out of the sun that's in my eyes now? Let me see. I don't know which way to move. Oh no, that didn't work. I'll move this way. Nothing like a bright light in your eyes. Kathleen, a really loud ringing in my right ear woke me up at 6:15 this morning. Kept asking the angels to lower it because it was too loud to handle. Took them an hour, but they finally lowered it. Yeah, after the AC unit was growling at me, it took me a minute to go back to sleep, and then I didn't want to get back up. So it's okay. It all works out. Catherine, you did a lot of walking yesterday, and it's starting to catch up with me. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of walking too, taking a little bit out for her bathroom walks and walking around in different places, and at the Peace Pentagon. What an amazing place that is over in Virginia. There's 22 acres of land, and it's just so magnificent. November 11th, I will be doing a land blessing there. I know I was supposed to do it on Saturday, but it didn't happen Saturday. So I'll be going back over, and we're going to do some special things there on the 11th. Sally, we are cleaning today, crafting and dreaming up some creative window displays for the Christmas season. Awesome. And Blue, of course she would come. You'll have to talk to Auntie Jean about that one. We'll see what happens. Kathleen, as long as it isn't snowing, I would be there. Well, I think that's the deal breaker. You know, is it going to be snowing in December? I'm sorry, in January, because that's when I would be there if I go. Annie, why did the chicken cross the road? Google says there are many answers for you that you think they would carpool. Okay. Grayson's being silly this morning, isn't he? Jean, I think you're waging a whole team of people. You're getting them to all get together and gang up on me. And Kathy, when you said that, my car switched from Cuppa to answer. Auntie Jean, you could make a snow angel. I can't do that because it's just too cold for me. But I can see you doing it, Jean. Aw, Google's going to be unplugged. Why? And Sally, that's when you throw your arms in the air and plead your case. I didn't do it. I know. Blue, I have to apologize to Raz. I spanked her for not coming and pulling her leash out of my hands. She is in her cage now, and I feel bad. Well, you know, sometimes you just got to do some discipline, and I'm sure that it hurt you worse than it did her, because I know how you are with animals. All right, so Monday, what am I doing? I am doing 10 million for world peace, and I am playing transformation game today. Yes, I am. I'm still trying to hide from the sun. It's like brutal over there. And I don't know where to go to get away from it. So, yeah, I can only move so far. I'm going to be off the table if I keep moving. Let me see if I can move it just a little bit more this way. Pardon me while I rearrange. Okay. Well, that's a little better. Blue says, Jean Lorio, yes you can. I will put a blanket down in the snow for you and help you. Oh, that was me you're going to help back up. Yeah, in the snow with you slipping and sliding, right? And Auntie Jean says, as long as there's someone to help me getting up from the snow, down is easy, up not so much. I gotcha, my pair. Yeah, you all are a pair of jeans. Okay, let's do some tiny book messages so we can get on with this nonsense today. We're talking about self-love and self-worth, and especially our spiritual self-worth. So who wants to pick a page, and let's see what the angels have as far as a message for us on that. Charlie Coons, good morning. And Catherine says page 32. Page 32 says, Dear ones, when you are ready to release old patterns and beliefs that do not serve you, you are ready to open yourself to your inner beauty. The shine will not happen without reaching the core of who you are. Until you find that connection, it will be cloudy and your light will remain dim. Beautiful message. Thank you for that, Catherine. November 11th is Daniel's birthday. Oh, awesome, Deirdre. That's so cool. All right, what else we got? 33, Charlie says. And 33. Simplicity, patience, compassion, and most of all love are the ingredients that will turn your life into the best experience possible. Simply be, with all the complications of trying to figure everything out, but rather trusting in Source. Be patient with yourself, with others, and with your expectations in any given situation. Patience, Blue Jean, that comes up a lot for us, doesn't it? Being patient. Thank you, Charlie. Page 22 for Kathleen Caputo. Accepting yourself as you are will lead you to seeing everything about you as perfect. Stop judging yourself so harshly. Lighten up. Lighten up and laugh with your image, and then look once more and see your beauty. You are a magnificent being of love and light. There are no mistakes. Allow yourself to be beautiful in your eyes. You certainly are that to us and to all of divinity. It's a beautiful message. And page 28 for Sally and Tony. When you are struggling, those are the times when we come closest to you, so you can feel our energy and connect in for clearer vision. In those moments, breathe deeply and listen. I love that message. When we're struggling, that's when we feel like nobody's there for us. That's when we think that we're all alone, right? That's when the depression hits for some, and that feeling of not having anybody to turn to. But the angels say that's when we're closest to you. That's when we help you to understand things more fully. Good morning, Magi. She says there's somebody here, and she's trying to find who it is. It must be Ricky. Is Ricky messing with you? Is that pirate Ricky messing with you? Okay, where was I? Page 30. Instead of being frustrated over what seems out of your control, take time to figure out what you do have control over and start there. I love that. Such great advice from the angels to really observe. And if you're frustrated over something, do you have any control over it? Is it something you can do anything about? Or is it just that acceptance and that P word, patience? I know, right, Isabel? They just kind of flow together this morning. Okay, so Charlie's cooking us breakfast. What are we having for breakfast? And Auntie Jean, that was for you, the patience. And, okay. All right, so it's almost time to do our prayers. So let's let me put that up there. If you have something this morning that's on your heart or somebody, if there's something we need to be made aware of, then let's go into our hearts and lift each other and lift our loved ones. Oh, Josie, I feel like that most days, and then I know I have all of you. That's what family's all about. And we are family. We are a beautiful spiritual family. And Sally says, that has already been happening. I am relearning to breathe through yoga. I missed leading a class, just getting back to it since the fractured leg. Well, I'm so glad that you're back into it, and I'm sure you're a wonderful yoga teacher. Magi hears the garbage truck outside, and he thinks that somebody's at the door. Oh, Gruffy's sending love. Yeah, that's Magi. She's jealous when I get on here to do the morning show. And so she wants her attention time. And she wants me to get off of this computer. She just went and laid down. She gave up because she saw that I wasn't going to just pay total attention to her. She gets lots of attention, believe me. All right, I'm still trying to escape the sun. Pretty soon I'm going to be out the front door so I can get away from it. All right, so let's go into our hearts. If you have any prayers, anything that you would like to share this morning, any miracles, any answered prayers, go ahead and type that in, and let's just have our prayer circle time. I love this time together in the morning, and I love that these messages all flowed together for us, didn't they? So, let's see if there's any prayer requests before we go into our hearts. I was trying to think if we have anybody traveling right now. I will be, but not until next week. I'll be here another week and 3 days, I think. So I'm going to be hanging out for a while. And prayers for those who need lifting today, Sally says. Awesome. Thank you. And there's our daily prayer from Deirdre. Prayers for all humans, for Gaia and all who live on her back, for world peace and attention to human trafficking. Save someone's child. Yeah, that is our big mission for human trafficking. Gizmo came in, prayers for Teri. Oh, sweet Gizmo, thank you. And Kathleen, please pray for my friend Susanna to find a new job. Okay, we'll add that to our prayer list. All right, so let's go into our hearts. And if you have others that come up, just type them into the messages. I still can't get totally away from the sun, so I've got a little sunspot on me. Prayers for your granddaughter, Sally, granddaughter Lana, who is gifting us with our 5th great-grandchild. That's awesome. Okay, so go into your heart and breathe. Breathe in and breathe out slowly and release anything that's unlike love. Release tension, release anger, release sadness, grief. And then breathe in love again. Let's just keep doing that cycle. The more love you breathe into your heart, the more you're able to purge and release all of those other feelings. Anything that's not lifting you, that's lifted out and away from us. So whatever that looks like, maybe you're going through something right now. If there's a fire that's really burning you and something that's shifting and changing on the inside, release any anxiety about it and go into the knowingness that no matter what we face, what challenge, what struggle, that Spirit is with us, and the angels are telling us they're right there lifting us as we go through those fires. They're helping us and strengthening us, giving us patience, giving us the knowingness without us even knowing where that's coming from. They're helping us to hone in on our clairs, our intuition, our clairaudience, to hear the messages from Spirit, our clairvoyance, to have the clear vision, to have clarity of thought, of mind, of the path that we're walking down. So as you breathe in, release anything else. We're going to focus only on love today and see that love energy coming from your heart. See it like rays just exploding from your heart center, going out into the world, but coming from that very center core of your being, because that's where you find your spirit self. That's where you find the real true you, that just loves unconditionally, no strings, no I'll love you if, but just love. And then let's go into forgiveness. Forgiveness is not about anybody else. Forgiveness is about your own journey and releasing, just letting go. When you go into forgiveness, there's no guilt, blame, shame, none of that energy attached. It's just a clearing of the energy, a release that is so beautiful and so powerful that when you do forgiveness work, you find your spirit soaring up to a higher plane, as Marietta says. It's getting your wings so that you can soar high above mountains. You can lift up. Sometimes you lift up above the earth plane and you can see that beautiful earth, and you can know your magnificence when you leave that 3D behind. So keep breathing in love. Love is the only thing that's permanent. It's the only thing we take with us when we once again leave this human body and go into spirit. And you remember the love that you shared with others here on earth. You remember the lessons of all those experiences and how it brought you to your very core, which is love. So breathe in love and breathe out everything else. Let's do that clearing. Scan your body. See if there's any place inside of you where there might be an element of guilt, of shame, regret, anger, judgment. Just scan through and see if there's any heaviness. And if there is, go into your heart and say, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. thank you. I love you. And you can keep doing that Ho'oponopono prayer. You can keep releasing and keep letting go until you scan your body again and it all feels light. There's no more heaviness, nothing hiding, nothing keeping you weighted down, just simply love. And love is not full of heaviness. Love lifts you. There's a song that we used to sing when I was a child. Love lifted me. And I understand it more fully now. I understand what that means, to have love lift us higher and higher. The more we release anything attached to the earthly 3D energy. Our earth is shifting. It is changing. It's becoming a new earth, a new paradigm, without all that heavy junk, without all the belief in judgment and punishing. So as we scan through, we release that so that we can lift up with the earth. And every day, we pray for Mama Gaia. We pray for peace. All that heaviness of conflict, of war, of destruction. We ask that we can lift above that leaders will see that that's the old way of doing things. The old way was competitive. It was the greed. It was having to have just to hoard land or people or things. So as we honor the new earth, we send that forward, that message to our leaders to help them see, to lift up, let go of all the 3D, let go of the illusion of separation, and to just be in their hearts, to be peaceful. And we pray that this happens all over our world, that people everywhere can feel the freedom. And anyone who is going through struggles, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, we lift you up. Anyone on our prayer list, we lift up every name and ask that they be seen, acknowledged, and that prayers be answered for the best and highest good of all. And every day, we lift each other. So that's what we're going to do right now. We are going to give love and gratitude. And we do it with these words of thank you, I love you. Those are powerful words. The more you say them, the more you feel powerful. You find your own sense of worth, your self-worth, when you say this to someone else. Okay, so it's just scrolling back to see if I missed any of the prayers. Julie Kiss came in. Hello, hello. And I think I got all of those. I'll add those to our written list after we get off of here. Okay, so I'm not sure who you're talking about, Kathleen. Oh, your friend Susanna. Sorry. Okay, thank you. Oh, and the girls are going outside. They're going to miss Leo, you know. Good morning, Joanne. Okay, I think I got everybody, and I got all the prayer requests. So let's go into that love. Oh, I love that, Julie Kiss. Peace on earth. So let me find Leo. I think I finally got the sun out of my eyes. It was chasing me there for a bit. And here we go. Leo, Leo. Oops, what happened? I don't know what my phone is doing. Finally.
Good morning, Earthlings. It's time to get up and get ready because today's a perfect day to have a great day. Come on, let's play. It's a beautiful day. We wake up every morning, might as well enjoy the day.
Oh, this is the rap version.
Mama, be on the lead wherever she may be. We create a world where we can be together. The hot telephone is always one phone call away. Calling all the guys, the angels, and the masters. They cut the
I love this version.
Morning Cuppa full of joy, every day at 8. To start the day on a high five, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa full of joy, all the peace in the ball. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste, yo. Morning Cuppa full of joy, every day at 8. To start the day on a high five, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa full of joy, all the peace in the ball. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste, yo.
Oh, you got Leo in your back pocket. Okay. Andrea.
Full of light, full of love. Follow us, refuse, filling up from the top. The coffee's always warm and the choice is always yours. The sun is calling out to play, let's put on the show. Today is a new day, we all part of the game, let's play to win. Love always is the winning team. And you can side with us, there is always the space in the heart. For more love, take a spot and get the day started. Morning Cuppa full of joy, every day at 8. To start the day on the high.
Leo, we love you too. Thank you. I love you. Namaste, y'all. You know, you could do a line dance to this. I love this version, Leo.
Morning Cuppa full of joy, all the peace in the ball. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste, yo. Morning Cuppa full of joy, every day at 8. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa full of joy, all the peace in the ball. The daily mantra is thank you,
I love you, namaste, y'all. And y'all have to add the ending. Woo! Thank you, Leo. Thank you, Peas. Y'all are so beautiful. Thank you for being with us this morning. I love you. Stay in your heart and stay blessed. And namaste, y'all. I'll see you all about 1 o'clock for the 10 million for world peace. And come join us. Come be with us today. It's beautiful when we all get together. So take good care, everyone. I'll see you then. Bye.